Got my Kawasaki H2 side-by-side. On the rollback, and we're gonna pick it up. It's kind of gonna be free in the air up above the rollback, I think, is what I'm gonna do. You got a uniform shirt to put on later?
I'm gonna go to the house and get plenty of one. I'll sneak in from your shirt. You did pick a prime spot, didn't you?
Well, I came up early. I wanted to be in those spots right there, so we weren't like right in the middle of everything. But
I told you that to do it right here?
No, but there's cars over there now. There wasn't any cars here earlier.
I thought they don't say, hey, you gotta move.
I got permission from the guy from the PD that is the information person, so I told him what I wanted to do. Huh?
I think it's going pretty cool.
I hope so.
That's fun, right?
Yep, 12 ton. We might have to try it a couple different ways because I've never. In the door panel is the keys for the boxes. The driver's door panel.
Light work for you.
Yeah. All right. All right, so 4 yellow 6-foot, all 8 rim slings, 4 12-foot blue, Flag City Towing. All right, YouTube, so we're not dealing with much weight here. The side-by-side is 2,300, I think, 2,400. The rollback's about 18, 20. But what we're doing is kind of a unique way of doing it, so might have to try a couple different things to get it all to work out. We'll see. trying to envision it in my head, what it's actually going to look like. So I'm going to need yellow and blue on the outside, yellow, blue on the outside. Yeah, all right, that's not as complicated. I'm overcomplicating it more than it needs to be. So these are 12 ton. We're gonna be kind of pulling on them in a weird fashion, so, but there's plenty of capacity there. The trickiest part about this is going to be getting the right height. Always waiting on Matt. So this is an event, I think it's a nationwide event. We did a, last year we had Christian's pickup on a rollback and then my Hayabusa in the back. Give me one. Okay. And that'll be 3 feet, 6 feet, because the rim slings are 6. Yeah, that should work out. So we need to do this same thing
basket
on
yellow,
every corner.
Vertical the blues.
Yes. I guess you don't have to put that in there when it's open, but we'll make some adjustments.
Just fold it in half on each.
Yep. You know how I hate being unprepared, Matthew.
We are prepared. It's just on the other side of the truck.
Okay. Put the winches in high speed for now. On this side.
Well, I think mine was on 180.
All right, we might actually choke this.
Choke them instead?
Well, that might not work. There's a, what is behind that? Oh, that's the strap.
Yeah. The brake ain't on, so I didn't want to pop it.
It's my $50,000 mistake. It's my $50,000 mistake.
What, the brake?
No, the whole machine.
Oh, you buying it? Or us lifting it?
Go ahead and pull the straps off.
He's only had it.
Matt, do not twist my straps all the way. I don't want my straps looking like yours.
You've only got, what, a couple hundred, like 100 hours or so on this thing?
It's got 400 miles.
rubber on it.
No, it also just got clean too, buddy. Choking gonna be the easiest method then?
Well, I trust that more than just the spoke of the wheel, being that it's not a...
Fine.
Alright, so I need a small shackle.
Where'd he go?
Huh?
Where'd he go?
I sent him to get shackle. Okay, we need to do that same thing on the front.
It's got to be slid around to where it's not.
Huh? Yeah, like that. Yep.
I didn't want to put the...
I'll probably have to let some line out for you, and then you'll, we want the knot to be on the outside of the tire so it stays away from the fender. We might have to make adjustments as we go, but... that one will be okay.
Should be good now.
Yeah, so now we just do the same thing on the other side. See how these are, Matt?
Yeah.
Yellows to the inside. Like I said, folks, never done this before, so we're gonna take some trial and error. Flag City Towing. Alright folks, we're about to lift the side-by-side, and then we gotta do the tedious part of having that in the air and then lifting. That's not going to be long enough. We might need 16-foot blues.
That one's yours. Here's the other bed.
Oh, you got the rim? Yeah, the rim would be...
Because that's going to have to be up above the cab.
Yeah. Well... I don't know, Chris. We might get okay.
All right. All right.
You want the case of water out of my truck?
Not yet. Not yet.
Chris, I have a question.
What?
So those are obviously going to be down. So they're going to be the blues are going to be more have a view angle. Because we did last time, the throttle bar would be out wider, right? Is that going to play a difference in this?
I don't know yet. Yeah, we're going to be way too. We need way longer. Yeah, let me get all this stick out first, and then we'll figure it out. start putting the rim slings in the truck. We'll figure everything else out after that.
How are you, man?
Hi, how are you?
Good. So, one of our cars parked right there. Are you okay if she gets out of here for you
Yeah.
guys?
Yep.
Just to set up and everything?
Not a
I
problem.
just want to check with you guys because you guys
Yep.
run all the big stuff.
Yep. This is one of those things where you don't see the problems until you get into it. I'm starting to see more potential problems, but I don't know why that's crooked.
Would we be able to put another one on there?
Yeah,
A longer one for the front tires and put that one right there in the middle?
No.
Scratch my bed up.
It looks like there's already scratches on it, man.
You know, we could have, but I'd have to move the truck for you to do it.
What's that?
If we would have did your side by side sideways, lifted it up, because you could have went off this side and that side,
Yeah.
and then your spreader bars would have been further.
Put the rim sling through that.
What's that?
Put the rim sling through that.
Right in the middle.
Like right here, because it's going to pull the tire back. I don't know. We'll try it a few different ways until we figure out. I knew I should have done it in the yard first.
Set up.
Yeah. All right, YouTube. So we got it. All right, YouTube. We got everything set up here. We got a different view back here. We got my 2026 Kawasaki H2 kind of levitating. And we got the rollback picked up. This is the National Night Out event. So I didn't plan on it being nosed up like that, but it kind of looks cool. Looks like it's doing a wheelie. So a little of the rigging. There's not much weight there. It's 22,000 pounds. The The mains are 7/8 on this. There's 4 lines going down to 12-ton snatch blocks. Spreader bars are good for 37,000 pounds. The blue endless loops are good for 21.2. The red endless loops are doubled up. Those are good for 26 that way. Rim slings are good for 23,000 that way. And then they got yellow endless loops on the side-by-side. That's only 2,200 pounds, so that's plenty. Yellow endless loop is 8,400 pounds. And they're doubled, so plenty of capacity. So that's what it looks like. This is the event we're at. One of the newest, this is the newest rollback we have. The rim slings in the machine. So, see everybody watching. All right, I'm gonna get this line ran in with tension on it first. Watch your noggin. Yep, hang on a second. Yep, you're gonna want the gray ones are smaller.
I want the small one.
Yep. Here you go. You want one too?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's right too. Okay, it's not this way, that one's right too. I don't remember how we got those boards out last year.
Huh?
The boards?
Your airbags are probably deflated. Just pile all those on the rollback. We'll get them put away tomorrow. Well, this is always the non-fun part, YouTube. Putting all this stuff away. Oh, well, we'll get all this stuff organized tomorrow. Come on, Don, get it up there.
Oh yeah.
Alright, YouTube, so wrapping that up, I'm just leaving the shop. All the guys will work on getting all the rigging and stuff put away tomorrow. It's 9:30, so if something comes in tonight, we have the two 50 tons that are fully equipped too, so we'll just take those, no big deal. And then we'll get all that stuff put back on the 75 tomorrow. Well, the guys will. I'll help, but they will. So yeah, that's a nice community event there. I've done it, I don't know, 6, 7 years now, 8 years. It's my second year doing it at Flag City. Last year, if anybody remembers the video, I thought it was a pretty cool display. We had Christian's truck on the rollback and then my motorcycle in the back of the truck, and we just picked it all up. And then I wanted to do something a little different this year, so that was something that I had seen someone else do. He did something similar to that, which kind of inspired that idea. So credit to that guy, Moto Ricky on TikTok, I think is his username. I don't know his actual name, so I should probably maybe introduce myself to the guy. But he does some pretty cool stuff, and they had done a similar thing to that at a Touch a Truck event, which when I seen that, it clicked. I was like, oh, I should have thought of that. So appreciate the inspiration there from that guy. I didn't expect it, like I had said earlier in the video. I had run it through my head a few times, and it finally hit me when we got down there. It's like, well, the wheelbase on these vehicles is way different, so that's going to create problems, because the video I seen of the guy doing it, the vehicles were very similar in wheelbase. So the rollback is obviously way longer than the side-by-side, so it didn't hit me until we got down there. Like, oh, that's going to cause some issues. So I had to make some adjustments. It ended up looking cooler that way, I thought, with the front end way up in the air. Looked like it was doing a wheelie. It's an off-road vehicle, so I'll tell people I planned it that way. I did not plan it that way. That was just some adjustments we had to make, and it ended up working out pretty good. So hopefully people liked it. I thought it looked cool. Hopefully the video turned out good. I played around with my drone a little bit. I just got that, well, I got it, I don't know, a couple months ago. I haven't really messed with it. There's a bunch of different settings on it I have not really messed with, so I don't know if any of the video is usable yet. I'll take a look at it tomorrow. At the end of this, I'm going to include a little clip. This past week we had the Berg family, Eric Berg, stop by and visit us. They're from Maryland. He grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I think it was his father ran a towing company up there, so he was around it when he was a kid, and he has been watching on YouTube, and he emailed me probably a month ago and had asked about, so they were going to be traveling through the area at the end of July, and then wanted to stop by and check out the stuff. So I said, yeah, just give me a call the day before and try to work something out. And they did stop by. Unfortunately, Eric, I apologize, my camera that I had on my head that day, I had in time-lapse mode, so that video did not turn out. I had one of the other guys video some of it, but you can't hear the conversation all that well, so I'll include a couple little clips. He had his two little granddaughters were there. They were so respectful and cute little girls, and just adorable, and they drew little pictures and stuff, and it was a really cool experience. I appreciate that anybody watches this. I really appreciate somebody taking the time to go out of their way to come to meet us and you know, check out our operations. So thanks to him, and I'll include a couple clips of that at the end of this video. Like I said, I don't have enough to make a whole video out of that, but I do wanted to acknowledge that they had come by, and they're welcome to stop by anytime. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe. Hopefully this video turned out okay. I don't think it'll be a big views one, but that's all right, as long as it looks cool and, you know, highlights our capabilities. That's the whole point of all this. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. I love your shirt. That's cool. You guys want to see some culture ones?
I see you roll up, and it's just like, I get close, I throw the brakes on, I'll get the rotator and get everything. Yeah. It's like you don't have to back up precisely.
Yeah.
And
It
all
gives
that.
you much more flexibility. You don't always need one, but you can just do it quicker.
Yeah, because it's like you don't have. I just remember backing up to all
Yeah.
the semis, get
Yep.
everything right, so you're pulling it. You just like
Yep.
pull it.
These two are twins. They're 25-ton integrated wreckers. Those are the ones we send on most of our everyday tows.
Because the ones on the power switches and all that.
Yeah, even you could tow a truck and trailer with them. They're lighter weight. Those trucks weigh about 35,000. So it makes more sense. Even the 50-ton rotator is 65,000.
Oh yeah.
Try not to take it. I had it in Detroit yesterday just because I was already in it and the job came up. So. The road tractor is on a job right now. The white Peterbilt. And then we have our new Landau. It's usually here. It's with that truck.
Oh, the Landau's here.
Yep, the Landau's usually here.
So the 75 goes.
75 goes over here where that rollback is. They just put that rollback in.
Got it.
Yep. And then our dolly up. You've seen this in a few videos.
Yep. We watched one last night with the burn trailer where you used both of them.
Yep. So this dolly, I love this thing. I'm so happy to have it.
I'm gonna try to talk him into making one.
It's worth the money.
Yeah.
It was expensive to purchase, but it's paid for itself already, and you get off the road sooner.
Well, this is something that Cal would certainly be able to weld up because he's welded all trucks. So it's like we're not on 75 obviously. We're on the coast.
Right.
There's not a lot of traffic, but there's enough to where you might want it to have one of those.
And it's one of those things, we might go 3 months without using it when you need it.
Right.
You're welcome.
Ah, squishy, squishy.
Did this little stuff so I can have the logo on it.
He gets, in the blizzard, he'll get out there and they got on 96, they got the trucks all bent, beat up, and the building's going on, and they're trying to get the hell out of there.
Right. Yep. We leave that loaded with the telehandler, so we can just hook to this, take it out on the job, and then we use the telehandler to pick it up, set it on the trailer.
Looks wider than it looks on the.
Yeah.
It had to be. It just seeing it in person. It's like,
So
oh, this is
when
really
you
wide.
when you tow it behind you, you got to pay attention because it is quite a bit wider.
Yeah, oh yeah. Were you worried about it when you put it in the trailer with a fire overheating the tires at all? With a smoldering? Okay.
No. That oatmeal one we did.
Yeah, that one.
That was still kind of burning, but we had to get it off the road, so it was a risk we took. It was fine.
Yeah, I love that. Let's tug on it and see what happens.
Yeah, that's kind of how you do the math behind it, but sometimes this job is just pulling on it and see what happens and then make your adjustments from there. So.
I love that. So you've got 5 trucks you're going to keep, all the same.
Yep.
And then the 5 big ones too.
5 big ones, yep.
Nice.
So hopefully, I don't want to purchase anything for a while because we've bought a lot of new stuff recently.
Oh yeah.
We'll probably get another, like a 35-ton as an everyday truck. Just a little heavier than these, but still light enough to be your everyday truck. That'll be on down the road. All these, this one has 150,000 miles. That's the most mileage we got on it yet. This one's got 100 maybe. That one's got 20. So
I mean, you're not really beating these trucks up, are you?
no, they get used a lot. So the T-bar on this one, the slider pads need replaced, are getting to the point where they need replaced just because they've been using it for 6 years now.
Oh, okay.
But that's just a wear item. It's kind of like brake pads.
Yeah.
Eventually you got to do them no matter what. So that's not a horrible thing. You just got to take it all apart.
I'm doing as I'm going back to Michigan this summer. I'm going to work on the history for Dick's Towing, and we're going to update the website with all the history and stuff. I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
Just because you might find it interesting.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I love the old trucks and stuff.
Again, and the guy who's running it, Cal, again, I told him, you need to watch this guy. So we've been watching.
Yeah.
He's watching it too.
I
So
appreciate that. Yeah.
hey, what you're doing is working the authentic.
Yeah.
You know, the ones like when you tip the 5th wheel plate and back it up and
Yeah.
all right.
Yep. Simple is often the best solution, I find. But
I was like,
yep.
so what job you got going here?
We got to move some frac tanks. You know what a frac tank is? They use them in the oil industry.
Okay.
And it's for a new account we have. We just started about a month ago. We've been hauling a lot of stuff for them. So
nice.
sometimes they call. It's like an urgent matter, like, hey, we need these moved by 3 p.m., stuff like that. So they just called right before you got here. they need 2 of them moved in Toledo, so we'll go get that done real quick.
Yeah. Call it a weekend.
Just something to kind of fill in the slow times. You know, we haul a lot of stuff for them.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially
they're expensive, so
yeah.
using them is.
Yeah, and they, you know, people, and I'm sure if you watch enough videos, they get bent out of shape about the price, but some of these trucks will sit for a week and not move, so it's,
Do you know the cost on these trucks?
yeah.
How many $900 tows you'd have to do?
Yeah, people don't look at it that way. Well, just the 75 ton is over 30,000 a year just to insure it.
Oh yeah.
So you know, you can't, I'm not going to take it anywhere for $200.
No.
It's just not worth the risk. So.
No. You can't. I mean, this is just so much money invested in this. You've got to be judicious with it.
Yep.
That's why these guys got all the miles on them.
Yeah, that is true.
So let's see. I've seen Matt on several.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
This is Jason. He's one of our new guys.
Hi, Jason.
This
I'm
is
Don.
He's been in a few.
All right, Don.
Don's our light duty extraordinaire. Matt kind of does everything.
Who was the one that lost the remote?
That'd be Matt.
That's Matt.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice?
Christian took it the second time.
Yeah, we found it the second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I lost a remote to a rotator years ago, so I can't give him too much crap about it. That was $7,000 mistake.
No, I can until I lose one.
Well, I mean, mine was only 400, so.
Yeah. Everything's expensive on these trucks.
Well, I can't
unfortunately.
imagine. Like, yeah, the big rotator one.
Yeah, those are like $7,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's a pain to program.
Yeah, the whole process is the receivers, the whole package is like 25,000.
Yeah.
Receivers and all that stuff. It's incredible what it costs.
So, I looked at the. You don't really have anything I could get them for on the store, but I'll keep an eye out if you.
I got some stuff in the pickup truck
Well,
for you.
and they have.
Yeah, we just gave him 2 balls that's got the Flag City on it.
That's perfect. You are so kind. Wow. I'm gonna turn them into regular nerds. I took them to the Air Force Museum yesterday.
You guys like it?
But that was fun.
Yeah, it was amazing. If you've never seen it, it's really worth seeing.
It's a good time. I've been on there 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
My kids love it. They like planes and stuff.
Oh, they're so impressive when you realize what's going on.
I don't know if is there any of our war trailers here? No, the war trailer.
No.
We've got 3 war trailers too. That's got the whole history. You know, the war. You know, each military base.
Oh, thank you so much. Look at that.
Some stickers for you guys. And I got a little tiny toy truck.
How cute.
Well, she loves the toy trucks too.
You're welcome. Appreciate you guys coming.
No, I really appreciate you opening up,
Yeah, not a problem.
opening up and letting us stop by and see it. I mean, I don't comment everyone because I watch on the TV, so it's hard to comment on it.
Oh, yeah.
But I do try to comment when I find something.
Yeah.
Remember, go over there.
Yeah. I try to respond to all of them. It doesn't
I
always
noticed.
show them to me, but sometimes it's like a month and then it'll pop up.
No.
YouTube's kind of weird like that.
It's very. That's a lot of work to respond to everybody
Yeah.
and to keep your tongue at times.
It is. That's the tough one. That is the tough one. I struggle with that sometimes.
I get it. I mean, somebody, like you say, they want a $300 discount off a $900 bill. It's like,
Right. Yeah. I've been telling people that we'll go to Kroger and ask them to take 30% off your grocery bills.
right.
It's
I got
frustrating,
guys
but-
to pay.
Yeah. All of
I
it's
got bills,
expensive.
car notes to pay.
The video, I have a video I'm going to put out tomorrow, is last Sunday morning at about 2 o'clock in the morning. I went and pulled a guy out of the ditch and saved him. He wanted to go for $500. He was 30 miles south of me. It's 2 a.m. on Sunday, right? What do you expect?
$1,200 minimum.
Yeah, it was. It was $12.75 is what I told him. I charged him.
Yeah. And like I told you in one of my comments, the wetter you get, the bigger the bill.
Right. Yeah.
Especially if it's cold.
Yeah. I wish we had a few of those this year. That was rough.
But my dad's like, the wetter I get, the bill goes up.
Yeah. Well, the sad part about those, the ones we got out of the water, I don't think we made, just scrap price on those, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, the one we didn't end up making anything on.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Where it was cold out.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
it's
one we
30.
did, they brought the title and they paid the bill, but
37 degrees that night.
Yeah, the other one we had to
I was
actually
out there,
tow,
it was up to
take it to
Marcus,
Toledo for him.
that
for
guy
free,
who
too.
said he thought we were screwing him over. We ended up, I argued with him so much, I got frustrated. We took the car to him in Toledo and just left it there. I don't know. It was just,
frustrating people, but that's part of it. It's
It
fun.
is.
You have that in the industry.
It is. And the worst, my dad was always the worst, was the impounds. We had a big Coast Guard festival in our hometown, and the impounds, they parked in the wrong place to get towed, and of course they're pissed off to all get out.
Yeah, we do some. We don't do the city of Philly impounds. That's another company we've talked about that contract. I don't know if I want it. It's not worth the frustration.
If you don't need it to get on the police rotation, don't take it.
We do accident tows for them. But
Perfect.
It's just not.
There ain't one of the war
It's not
trailers
worth
in the
it.
auto service.
Yeah, that's,
It's got those people coming out of the business all day. I'll do on this.
and they're mad. No one's happy, dude.
Right. Yep. That's true.
So, did you guys thank these gentlemen?
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Is it okay if we eat lunch before we get back on the road?
Hopefully you don't need our services because those are really expensive.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. How do you actually grab one of these?